Just my type, you know me. When the stars outside, it bless me.
Welcome back to Pisces TV with Dr. MB. This is your monthly horoscope for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus rising, wherever Pisces may fall in your chart if you have Pisces in your environment, okay? If you are interested in your own personal readings, natal charts, products, or services, check the description box for a link to the Etsy store. There's also a link to our new Patreon membership platform if you're interested in bonus readings like these, as well as extended versions to most of the videos that I post. All of the newcomers, you are appreciated. Thank you for joining us. This is a first on Pisces, and it's something that I may consider implementing for the course of our experience on YouTube. If you like it, be sure to give a thumbs up and I'll keep it coming. All of my returners, you are appreciated. Thank you guys for your continued support. And we will get started with the reading. Don't forget the tabs across YouTube, the membership, the community board, store, and stories. Okay, like, share, and comment on those. So as we get started, Pisces Sun, the sun illuminates your solar sixth house. During this cycle, you take more pride in the work that you do and in your health routines than any other time of the year. You are sorting through your experiences of the last several months, separating the worthwhile from the worthless. This is a good time to build your skills, to get organized, and to attend to your health and well-being. It's a great time to make improvements to your regular routines. Your self-esteem and your ego are tied up in your work. Do and in service you give, okay? Details are more important now to you. It's a time to bring order to your life by focusing on the little things that make up the whole. This cycle represents an opportunity to get rid of what you don't want or what isn't working in your life while discovering what does. You could seek distinction and strive towards perfection in your work. Efficiency should be a goal now. Your physical health, as well as your relationship between your mind and body, are in focus. I absolutely love that. Now, Venus, which talks about our love, our social life, and comfort. Until the 17th this month, Venus continues to transit in your solar fourth house now. Domestic relationships and the home environment tend to be especially harmonious and peaceful during this cycle. You may have a desire to decorate your home with better quality items and more attention to the aesthetics. An inner sense of peace and security tends to dominate now, or the desire for peace motivates you now. Your affections are strong, but you don't wear your heart on your sleeve just now, preferring quiet moments with loved ones. From August 18th, moving forward, Venus warms your solar fifth house. This is an expressional period for the goddess of love. It's natural for you to turn on the charm without even lifting a finger. You are especially attracted to the aesthetics forms of recreation. You feel a little more playful now, and love matters tend to be laced with a touch of drama. Don't like that. That shouldn't be a problem, though. In fact, you kind of like it that way for the time being. More loving and appreciative relationships with your children may also figure now. Your powers of attraction skyrocket during this cycle, yet you are not aggressive in your approach to love. Instead, you attract more of you, or if you allow yourself to be pursued in this cycle. So open up a little bit. Creative self-expressions of any kind is favored at this time. At this time, you instinctively know how to place yourself in the best light in order to make a good impression on others. Any love affairs begun now will be characterized by good cheer, having fun, and a fair share of emotional drama. I don't know about that, Pisces, but where Mercury may fall, it deals with communication, learning, connections, and also transportation. So until August 9th, Mercury continues to transit in your solar fifth house. Increased communication with children, romantic partners, and people who share the same hobbies as you can occur now. Certainly, you are thinking about these people and about love and romance, child rearing, and or creative pursuits more than usual. Mental exercise and competitions can be particularly enjoyable now. You express yourself with warmth and creativity, and you have an appreciation or an appreciative audience for your ideas now. I wonder if the person over the NBA is a Pisces, because they sure strategically opened that back up, didn't they? From the 10th to the 24th, Mercury transits your solar sixth house. This is a good placement for Mercury as it is a natural ruler of the sixth house. It is an excellent period for sorting out the details of your daily existence. You are inclined to make a to-do list, pay bills, and sort out clutter, and to the details of work to your job. Health matters are most certainly on your brain as well, and you could continue thinking of scheduling a checkup or busy researching ways to improve your health. You may also show a keener interest in improving your basic skills. Your approach to work during this cycle is pleasant, happy, and logical for the most part, unless you allow worry or scattered energy to enter the picture. You are inclined to want to learn new work skills or to improve your skills and output in terms of work. There is likely to be more activity, movement, contact, and communication with coworkers now. Watch out. You tend to take more interest in organizing your working environment, and this is an excellent time to do so. Kind of sounds like as we get into the autumn, it sounds like spring cleaning to me. Relationships blooming, things changing, health improving. I kind of like this. I like it a lot. Menial tasks become more prominent. Watch, however, for tension or idle chit-chat interfering with your work output during this cycle. And we did talk about the gossiping and the parrot and the daily vibe, you guys, so don't forget that. From August 25th forward, Mercury transits your solar seventh house. You tend to weigh the pros and cons of every situation during this cycle, taking into account others' needs as well as your own. Some indecisiveness is possible now simply because you naturally entertain opposing viewpoints. We talked about that as well, Pisces. You have a very strong desire to cooperate and communicate with others now. You feel most comfortable spending time with people on a one-to-one level or with those with whom you share a personal history. Your own thoughts become clearer through dialogue with others. You may be doing public relations work, counseling, negotiation, or arbitration during this cycle. There is a lot of emphasis on communication with partners and best friends at this time. You can use the power of words to advise others or to make peace with people in your life. You are more diplomatic than usual during this transit. Now, Mars, energy, drive, and courage. This month, Mars continues to energize your solar second house. You tend to put more effort into making money or making your life more comfortable and secure during this period. Your strong desire to be financially independent could lead to positive things, such as paying off debt and increased enterprise. The opposite side of the coin is asserting your independence by making impulsive purchases or taking risks with your money. You are more protective of the way you earn or spend money, as well as with the value you live your life by. And if others question you about these things, there could be arguments. As Chiron squares the moon orbit, you are experiencing or could be experiencing an emotionally difficult time during which you are being forced to face a painful memory or event. While this is obviously a difficult time, you also have the opportunity to heal past and move forward. You can use many different avenues to alleviate your troubles, ranging from simply surrounding yourself with compassionate friends to exploring alternative healings and therapies. It is important that you treat yourself and others kindly. Your dreams may also hold keys to the present day predicaments. Tears may flow, but it is ultimately a time of healing and education. Jupiter opposes Mercury. Generally speaking, this is a positive time during which you receive good news, positive outcomes to transactions, and easily execute your goals and plans. You are open-minded and eager to share ideas with others. You are confident in your own opinions. However, you do have to be especially careful how you go about your business. On one hand, you are a confident and optimistic person, and other people respond positively with special gifts, support, and favors. However, you also have the tendency to be grandiose, lacking tact and diplomacy. In other words, if you are not careful, you can be opinionated and blunt. Others may be quick to point out these faults, which you find irritating rather than helpful. Before you know it, your positive dealings have spiraled into a maze of miscommunications. This is easily avoided if you show some restraint in your communication with others. Once you have learned diplomacy, then you are likely to benefit from anything that involves contracts, transactions, study, teaching, travel, and the media. Also, Saturn opposes Mercury. This is a tense period during which you seriously question your life decisions, reassess your goals, and attempt to make changes in your personal habits. On the positive side, you are generally gradually gaining insight on past events. Your experience in certain areas of life has taught you some valuable life lessons. As you face the past, you are ready to tackle the challenges of implementing your knowledge and skills in a manner that truly reflects your own values, experience, and goals. In other words, you have gained some wisdom and are ready, willing, and able to both implement this in your own life and share this with other people. The problem is that others may not be ready to listen to you. Perhaps you have grown accustomed to viewing you in a certain light, or perhaps they just refuse to change. Either way, close, personal, and professional associations are likely to be uncomfortable with the changes that you are trying to make. Communications are fraught with difficulties, and achieving your goals is hard work during this period. This is particularly true of committed relationships, business contracts, communications, networks, and financial exchanges. You also start to realize that you are currently living with the consequences of decisions made in the past and need all of the patience that you can muster to make the necessary changes. You may feel tense, as if something is hard working. It is not an easy time to finalize any plans with long-term consequences. However, you can work slowly and steadily towards your goals. By the end of this transit, you should have a clear idea of your true options, knowing what you can compromise and what you cannot. Uranus semi-squares Venus. Social engagements, relationships, clubs, and groups of friends can all be source of friction during this time. Luckily for most of us, we are on quarantine. Perhaps you're eager to embark on a new course in life, but old obligations to friends or groups are holding you back. It could be that you are eager to break free of habitual patterns in your relationships, but others are slow to adapt. Financial frustrations and restraints can also be experienced during this transit. You need to be patient and let matters run their course. Now, Pisces, if you're listening, as well as I'm listening to myself give this report, it sounds like we're on one track and most of everybody else may be on another. So prepare for that. Neptune Trines with Mercury. This is a wonderful time for any mental work that requires creativity and intuition. It is also a good time for studies in the arts or spiritual subjects. You are open to new ideas and communications seem to flow easily. You may even discover some psychic powers that you hadn't realized existed. Your intuition is keen. You may not be in a practical mode, but you are open to ideas, new ways of viewing projects, and more creative approaches. You can be charming and persuasive during this period. This can also be an ideal time to focus on the arts, music, dance, fashion, social media, charitable work, and anything connected with your imagination. In closing, it sounds as if Venus is offering compliment to your relationships, your mood, household, and love, while Mercury has a little bit of seesaw action going on between you, your friends, co-workers, and the world around us. And with Chiron retrograding in a cycle of Aries, finally allowing you time to stand up for yourself, August sounds very interesting.